Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the periodic table and the objectives for this video. We want to write the symbol for the first 20 elements, and we also want to identify their mass number as well as their atomic number. If you're having a problem with periodic table, this is definitely your video to watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, right? And also remember, if you want free customized worksheets, free study guides, if you want to book a tutor, you can also reach out to us. The link is in the description. As it relates to the periodic table now, Morgan, how do we say the periodic table is arranged again? Arranged by what? What's the keyword?
Columns and groups.
No, not
Atomic numbers.
Good. So the elements are arranged. Elements are arranged based on atomic number. And then we're gonna be writing the symbols for the first 20 elements, right? For those who are doing CSEC, right? This is what you need to know, the first 20. Alright, so we're just gonna write the symbol for atomic number. Not necessarily the symbol, but just the number as in the symbol for the number. First element that we normally see in the periodic table would be what, Morgan?
There.
What's the first element in the periodic table?
Hydrogen.
Good. And in most of the periodic tables, you normally see, as I said before, they are arranged based on atomic number, right? And hydrogen would have that one beside it. And then, so that's hydrogen. So the symbol for hydrogen would be what?
H.
Good. And it's also important to note if it's a common or capital, right? Because if it is that if you're writing the symbol and it's a common H, it's not correct. So write it exactly like how you're seeing it on the periodic table. The first one is H. What about the second one? Which would be hydrogen. What's the second one? What's the second one, Morgan?
Sir?
What's the second element in the periodic table?
Helium.
Good. And the symbol for helium is?
He.
Good. So that's He.
He.
And then give me the third one now.
Lithium.
Good. What's the symbol for that?
Li.
Good. And then the third one?
Beryllium. Symbol Be.
And then what's the fifth one?
Boron.
Good. And the symbol for that is what?
Capital B.
All right. Alright, so that's boron, and so that's the fifth one. What about the sixth one?
Carbon.
That's carbon.
Yeah.
Which is represented by capital C.
Yeah.
And then what about the seventh one?
Nitrogen.
Good. Which is represented by?
Capital N.
Hold on, let me just put this over some more to the left so I can have more space. Alright, so you're following so far, Morgan?
Yeah.
Very good. And then, what's that? We were at the 7. What about 8?
Oxygen.
Good. The symbol for oxygen comes with a O.
Capital O.
What about the other one now?
Fluorine.
It's
Fluorine.
fluorine. Yeah,
Fluorine.
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 Yes.
Fluorine.
And then we're at what? That's the ninth. What about the 10th?
Neon.
Good. So neon, what's the symbol for neon now?
Neon.
What's the symbol for neon?
N-E.
Good. So that's neon. Alright, so we're at 11 now.
Sodium.
Good, and that's a popular one.
N-A.
That's a popular one as well. Right, so it's not a case where the name is not all the time. It's not all the time where you have the names, right? So for example, it start with that. It is that symbol. So it's important for you to know the symbol different from the name. Because in this case, right, sodium starts with a S and the symbol starts with a N. So there's nothing written in stone, so that they're gonna start with the first letter in the name. And 12.
Magnesium.
Good. So magnesium.
Symbol capital M.
Alright, what about the other one now? What's that? We had the
Sir?
13. 13 right now.
Aluminum.
So that's aluminum, which should be Al.
Al.
So we had the 13. What about 14? What about
Sir?
14? What about 14?
Silicon.
Good. So 14 is silicon.
Si. Capital S. I.
Alright, so we had 13, 14. What about 15?
Sir, I can't pronounce no one.
Go ahead. Let me try it. Just try it, man. Phosphorus.
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 Yeah, that's phosphorus. So it's phosphorus. And then the other one now.
Sir?
What's the other one?
Sulfur.
Yes. So that's sulfur. What's the other one? So we had 16.
17. Chlorine.
Good. And then what about 18?
Argon.
Alright, which is
AR.
And then 19.
Sir?
What's 19? Can you pronounce the name?
Potassium.
Yeah, potassium. And then the 20th. That's what?
Calcium.
Good. So these are the symbols for the first 20, right? Which is definitely what you need to know at the CSEC level, right? Why? Because it's in the course outline, right? And remember, for them to assess that you're competent, or for you to be given a certificate or a piece of paper, right? Is that you must pass the subject in 1, 2, or 3. So these are what you need to know these symbols, right? It's not only the symbols, you also need to know the mass number, the atomic number. Soon look at that in a few minutes, but it's important that you know these. So if we're doing a recap, right, remember hydrogen, symbol is H, helium, He, lithium, Li, beryllium, Be, boron B, carbon C, nitrogen N, oxygen O, fluorine F, neon Ne, sodium Na, magnesium Mg, aluminum Al, silicon Si, phosphorus, phosphorus, that's P, sulfur S, chlorine Cl, argon Ar, potassium K, and then calcium Ca. So it's important that you know these, right? It's not gonna be like, oh, you're gonna know them in one day. I mean, you can, right? But so when you, in order to become better at something, you have to constantly write it down constantly over and over, right? There are some common ones that you should know. Oxygen, that common, right? Sodium, right? So it's important that you know these as well. Any questions so far? Are you good?
No.
Anyone here say that you don't know if to pronounce? Are you good now? You know if identity, you know if to pronounce them now.
Phosphorus, we never know to pronounce.
All right, good. So the idea is that, as we mentioned before, is that elements are arranged based on atomic number. We all already know that, right? And it's over the years, right? They have developed the periodic table, right? We're not gonna touch on that right now. When you have Dimitri Mendeleev, others contributed to the periodic table, right? And now they're saying that I think they're trying to discover some other new elements as well. So even if you discover a new element, you can make a lot of money, right? You know something, they call it like royalties. So even if you don't live to inherit the benefits, your children can inherit the benefits as well. So nothing wrong if you discover some new elements and make some more money, So it go. If they're arranged based on atomic number, what can we deduce so far? What would you say the atomic number for hydrogen would be?
1.
Good. So the elements are arranged based on the atomic numbers. Immediately we would identify and know that they're arranged in order, right? So it goes down from 1 to 20. So each element, right, they would arrange based on their atomic number. So if we want to identify, give me a minute. Go over this some more. So if we want to identify the atomic number for fluorine, what would be the atomic number for fluorine?
16.
Oh man, don't rush it. Focus.
Chlorine.
Remember, yeah, I said fluorine, right? So I'm saying, remember
Oh, I think I said
everything.
chlorine. Chlorine.
No, I didn't say chlorine. It wouldn't be 16 for
Oh,
chlorine. It wouldn't be 16 for chlorine either. But we're gonna come to that in a few minutes. So remember, everything work with strategy. Ronaldo wants to score a goal, right? Him kick the ball at a certain angle. Either I'm gonna kick it on the outside of him foot or him curl it, right? Everything is based on strategy. Each situation requires something different. So in this case, remember, so we arrange them based upon them atomic number. It's not a case where we just fling down everything that you're seeing on the screen, right? We organize them and we use our periodic table to get the symbols. Now, looking at fluorine, right? You're gonna
yeah.
count from hydrogen to fluorine. So you touch the screen and count from
9.
good. So if you
9.
count, yeah, excellent. So you count from hydrogen, right, to fluorine, and when you count it, you would get 9. So the atomic number for fluorine would be 9. Right, and then we can use the same strategy to identify it for chlorine now. What would be the atomic number for chlorine?
17.
Good.
17.
Yeah, good, excellent. So count it and we get 17. And then for the others now we can use the same strategy. We're gonna write the atomic number beside each as so this would be atomic number for hydrogen would be 1. For helium, it would be 2. For lithium, it would be 3. For beryllium, it would be 4. And for what's happening here? 5. For carbon, what is this right here? Morgan, you do that?
No, sir.
Alright, so that's 6. For nitrogen, 7. For oxygen, that's 8. And for fluorine, 9. Neon, 10. Sodium, 11. Magnesium, 12. Right? Aluminum, 13. Silicon, 14. Phosphorus, 15. And then sulfur, 16. That's 17. Argon, 18. Then potassium, 19. And calcium, 20. Right? So these are the atomic number for the first 20 elements. So identify the
Yeah.
atomic number, right? The mass number is a bit different. We're going to be identify that in a few minutes, but firstly, before we do that, we want to use the nuclear notation. That's the video that you watched, right? The one that's on the YouTube channel where you have
Yes, sir.
A equals Z plus N. So let me go on a new whiteboard. Give me a minute. All right, so now we're gonna see if we can get the mass number for the first 20 elements. So we did the atomic number, right? And we're gonna end this video for those who are watching the video. We're gonna end this video using the nuclear notation symbol to identify mass number. Right? So it's gonna be a two-part video. In the next video that's coming, you're gonna be seeing us identifying the mass number. All right, so Morgan, for the nuclear notation, right? You saw something that says X, A. Did you see something like this, looking like this?
Yeah.
All right, good. A and Z, right? You have others where you have the charge and you have subscript, but we're not gonna be looking at that now. We call this nuclear notation, right? And nuclear notation, this is just a way that you use to represent, or a symbol that you use to the symbol used to represent the element, showing the mass number and the atomic number. So we call this nuclear notation. Now we're seeing X. What do you think X would be? Would be what again? Based on the video, remember?
The atomic
Continue atomic.
symbol.
Yes, good. And what do you think A would be? So A would be the atomic symbol for the.
Repeat, sir.
What do you think A would be?
The atomic number.
No, not necessarily. Go again. When I was writing the atomic number, where did I put it a while ago on the screen? Where did I put the numbers? Remember?
Sir?
When I was writing the symbol, when I was writing when I wrote the elements, right? Where did I put the?
Sir, mass number?
So A would be the mass number, right?
Mass number.
Yeah, good. Even though we're gonna be talking about that in a few minutes, because on some of the periodic table you will see them put the mass number at the bottom of the element, or at the bottom of the element in terms of on the periodic table. Sometimes you see something saying 24.2, 24.02. We're gonna be talking about that in a few minutes. Z would be the atomic number. So X would be the atomic symbol, right? And then Z would be the atomic number.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we use to represent, or this is how we write the nuclear notation of elements, of any element, right? And that you would have the mass number as well as the atomic number. All right, so in our coming video, for those who are watching this video, in the coming video, we're gonna be looking at the mass number. How do we identify the mass number? The mass numbers for the first 20 elements. All right. If you have made it to the end of this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.